Pocket FM.
To unlock all the episodes, click the link in bio.
Talia was sitting in a booth of a fancy steakhouse next to Damon and pinching herself secretly under the table to confirm this was not a dream. She would never imagine that she will find herself in a place like this with Alpha Damon. The local radio station played country music, and it all looked like a different dimension from the modern world outside, which was made of concrete and metal. Talia was on the second page when her mind drifted to earlier that morning. After the hospital, Talia thought that Damon will drive them back to the pack house of the Dark Howler's pack, or maybe go to wherever Damon needs to go. But he parked the car in a public parking lot, and the two of them spent the next 2 hours in the city park. The well-maintained park was a serene oasis in the middle of the city, with only one noisy corner that vibrated with children's laughter and squeals as they enjoyed the play area. Damon and Talia walked in pleasant silence, and he didn't let go of her hand when he bought blue-colored cotton candy from the vendor that had a stall next to the water fountain. Talia never saw anything like it before. It was light and puffy like a cloud on a stick, sweeter than sugar while giving away a faint scent of blueberries.
"What about you?"
Talia asked when she realized that Damon got only one. Damon moved like a flash and pinched a piece of the cotton candy she was holding. "We can share," he spoke before giving her a wink and stuffing the treat into his mouth. It was the first time for Talia to see the playful side of Damon, and his smile reached his eyes, making him approachable. During that time, he was not Alpha Damon, but he was Damon. Just Damon. "Do you know what you want for lunch?" Damon's question pulled Talia into reality from her thoughts about their park visit. It took her a moment to realize that a tall, slim man was standing next to their table with a notepad in his hand, obviously waiting for their order.
"Not really,"
Talia responded honestly.
"Everything looks delicious."
She didn't look much at the menu, but she saw that there were several pages that were filled to the brim. Names of dishes were listed, which didn't mean much to Talia, and the prices were not there. Damon noticed that Talia was spacing out, and he couldn't believe that she was doing that in his presence. All women, humans and she-wolves, are always trying to get his attention, utilizing every second to impress him. Yet here was Talia, sitting with him in one of the most expensive restaurants in town, just the two of them, and her mind was somewhere else. Unbelievable. Again, Talia proved that she is different than any other woman Damon met. Damon glanced at the waiter. "You heard her. Give us a sampler of everything." Talia was flustered. What did he mean by sampler of everything? The menu was huge. But the waiter was gone already, and Talia could only helplessly look after the man. Damon chuckled. "Don't make such a face." She fidgeted for a bit before explaining,
"I looked it up on the internet. Balanced meals are not a big deal. As long as I follow basic guidelines and have vitamins that Dr. Travis prescribed for me, I will be fine."
She saw not only recommendations, but also recipes and videos which showed how to make various dishes. It looked easy, as long as she had the ingredients and access to the kitchen. Damon was not happy about this. "You should consult a professional."
"Can you give me 4 weeks? If I don't feel better, I will see any doctor you pick."
Damon was surprised by this request. People either accept his demands or risk facing his wrath. That's how things go. But Talia was set on opposing him. Or was she testing his limits? "Mrs. Blake, are you negotiating with me?" Talia's face exploded in a blush.
"Can you not call me like that? I know it's a joke, but you might slip when someone else is nearby, and it will get me in trouble."
Damon nodded faintly while thinking that it's a joke. For now, "I called you Mrs. Blake because only Luna gets to talk back to the Alpha." Talia was not sure if she should believe him. Surely someone else will voice their thoughts if they disagree with him, right? She wondered if she should apologize.
2 weeks.
Damon spoke, and it took Talia a moment to understand that he agreed to give her a chance to increase her weight on her own. Talia was about to thank him, but then she remembered that there was one more thing.
About that. I want to help in the kitchen. My hands are not aching anymore, and instead of me explaining to Stephanie or someone else what I should eat, I can make my own meals.
Damon poked his cheek with his tongue while scrutinizing Talia. Her request made sense.
2 conditions.
He said after some time, gaining Talia's full attention. Damon raised his index finger.
I get to taste what you make. Whatever you make for yourself, you could maybe make for me too.
Sure,
Talia agreed enthusiastically.
but I must warn you that I'm not good at cooking, so it might taste horrible until I get the hang of it.
Damon stifled a laugh.
I appreciate your honesty, Talia. In order to prepare myself for what's coming, I will ask Travis to prescribe me some digestion medicine.
Talia made a troubled expression.
I said that it might taste bad, not that I will poison you.
His sly smile told her that he was teasing her, and she asked quickly,
What's the second condition?
Damon extended his hand toward her and put it on the table, palm up. Talia glanced from his hand to his face, not sure what he wants.
Your hand.
Damon said. Talia didn't get it.
My hand?
You'll occasionally let me hold your hand, only if you want to. Do we have a deal?
Talia had a funny feeling about all this. After all, she was one step from getting the approval from the scary alpha that she can work in the kitchen. She will cook and learn and eventually make scrumptious meals, just like the ones she saw in magazines.
You won't embarrass me?
Talia asked reluctantly.
Did I ever embarrass you when someone else was around?
Talia was about to say that he did, plenty of times, but that second clause made her pause. It was true. Damon didn't embarrass Talia when someone was around. He would either treat her well or ignore her, and neither of those two counts as embarrassments. Talia thought how it's not a big deal. It's just holding hands. And if anyone would be embarrassed to see them like that, it should be Damon because Talia is a nobody.
Deal,
She responded. Damon's eyebrows shot up, and he glanced at his empty palm that was on the table.
Well?
Talia realized that he wanted to hold her hand. Like, right now. She didn't understand what's the big deal with holding hands, but she wanted to as well.
Why did you ask to hold my hand?
I like this. It feels nice.
Damon responded without missing a beat.
Does it feel nice for you?
Talia looked at their connected hands, and she had to admit that it feels good.
I like it too.
She responded.
Just like?
He asked, and his thumb moved slowly over her thumb.
It feels good.
She whispered while hoping that the dim lighting in the restaurant was concealing her red cheeks.
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.
Talia released the breath she was holding when the food arrived. It was a much-needed distraction because for some unknown reason, she was flustered like never before. Even though Damon released her hand in order to hold utensils. A massive plate of food was placed in the middle of the table, and Talia was not sure where to look first.
I recommend that you start with this one,
Damon said, while placing on her plate a piece of roasted meat that was wrapped in bacon.
It's tender and juicy.
Damon cut the bite-sized piece before offering it to Talia on a fork. He fed her previously, so she didn't think much before accepting it. Mmm. She hummed in satisfaction as the flavors exploded on her tongue. It's more than just tender and juicy. It's the best thing I ever tasted.
You are right. It is delicious,
he replied after taking his own bite. The Dark Howler's pack. The black armored stopped in front of the pack house, and Damon turned off the engine. Damon increased his hold on Talia's hand, and he had an urge to start the car again and drive away to a place where he and Talia can be on their own. The big mansion in front of the car is his home since he became aware of his existence, yet now he saw it as a place where he couldn't be openly close to Talia because others might see them. Damon had his duties and things to do, and if he wanted Talia to tag along, people will notice. Talia noticed the change in Damon's mood, and she understood that the fun time was over. A knot formed in Talia's chest, and she wondered if that's how Cinderella felt when the clock struck midnight and she had to leave the ball because the magic was over. Damon's carefree expression was gone, telling Talia that the spell wore off and she was back to reality where she is Talia. No one. Talia didn't dare to harbor romantic thoughts toward Alpha Damon, but her mind drifted in the direction where he was someone who treated her well, a protector, a friend, maybe someone she could rely on. Should she thank him for the few hours he gave her? Talia was not sure what that morning was for Damon. Was that his normal routine? Was he playing a game? Or just taking care of a poor girl that he brought home? No matter what it was for Damon, or if it held any significance, for Talia, that morning was special, and she was confident that she will cherish it as a wonderful memory for years to come. It was the first time that someone treated her so kindly. They went to the hospital, and Damon didn't only teach the rude doctor a lesson, but he also allowed Talia to vent her frustration. And then they walked in the park, and she got to taste blue cotton candy and to see Damon's smiling face. Not a smile that's intense or mischievous, but it was a warm and honest smile that made Talia hold her breath and wish for the power to stop time. And then they went to a restaurant, and she got to eat all kinds of tasty food, and Damon said that she can work in the kitchen. Truly a morning worth remembering. Damon was nice and caring and protective without being overbearing, and she liked it very much. Talia told herself not to be greedy because she already got so much from him, but a part of her wished that the morning didn't end. Damon looked at Talia's lips that were pressed into a line. He wanted her to smile again, just how she did in the park and in the restaurant. But just telling her to smile without giving a reason wouldn't make sense. Is it possible that Talia was happy because she was away from the pack? He pushed down the anxiety that was forming at the thought of Talia leaving the pack, and him. "What will you do now?" Damon asked Talia. His question dispelled her unreasonable thoughts about not leaving the car. Yes, the caring and playful Damon was gone, and she shouldn't think about him again because she was facing Alpha Damon, the man who helped her out of the Red Moon pack, and his unstable mood was a reminder that the only one she can truly rely on is herself.
I want to find Stephanie and figure out the schedule for the kitchen.
Damon didn't want Talia to work. He wanted her to relax and enjoy pampering the whole day. But he saw sparkles of excitement in her eyes when he told her that she can work in the kitchen, and he couldn't deny her this.
Steph, where are you?
Damon asked through the mind link, and he got a response a second later.
She is restocking the pantry,
Damon told Talia, which earned him a smile. Reluctantly, Damon let go of Talia's hand. The loss of sparks tugged on his heart, but it was time to leave the car.
Damon,
Talia called, and his mood improved because she didn't use his title.
thank you.
"For?" he asked.
For everything. I had fun.
She replied honestly. Her smile put him in a daze. She had fun? Damon wondered which part for her was the most fun one. Was it the drive, the hospital, the park, or the lunch? For him, each moment was precious, and he wouldn't mind being stuck in a loop where he gets to repeat them over and over again. Talia reached for the door to open it, and Damon placed his hand on her shoulder.
Wait, I will get the door for you.
Talia observed Damon as he walked around the front of the car. His gaze didn't leave hers, and it all appeared like it was happening in slow motion. Somehow, Talia found herself lost in the moment of Damon opening the door for her and giving her his hand to hold. The touch of his palm on hers felt natural, and she wondered how could she get used to it so quickly. Talia took a deep breath to compose herself when she realized that she missed his warmth the moment he let go of her hand, reminding her that the magic was gone. She chided herself internally.
What was I thinking? That we will walk inside holding hands? And then what?
They entered the mansion, and Damon noticed that Talia took the hallway to the left that's leading to the kitchen. Damon wanted to go with Talia, but if he did that, people would notice that he was sticking to her. He could hear Talia's voice.
Hi, Stephanie. Alpha Demon said that I can work in the kitchen, so I came here to talk to you and see when we can start. Oh, that's nice, dear.
Stephanie responded enthusiastically.
I just finished cleaning up after lunch, so there is nothing to do now. But you can help with dinner. We will start around 5 o'clock. How does that sound?
Damon took a note that Talia addressed him as Alpha Damon while talking to Stephanie. He would prefer that Talia drops the title when she is addressing him, but he knew that this was better. If people think that she is just an Omega, that would be the best. Talia calls him by his name in private, and that should be enough. Damon was contemplating if he should wait for Talia and go upstairs with her, but then he saw Casey approaching him and his mood dropped. As long as Casey was not in his face, it was easy to forget that Casey was still lingering around.
Alpha Damon,
Casey called sweetly.
You seem to be awfully busy these days.
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.
Pocket FM. To unlock all the episodes, click the link in bio.